Welcome back, guys, to Trails of Cold Steel 4, where last episode we engaged in battle with our first cryptid, ruthless overgrowth Cornelius, who stealing our health and energy and vanishing members made us earn the frozen epic Lost Arts. We then moved back to Bryonia Island with new regions of it to explore, finding Annabelle, who told us of a special fish, Snow White, which we properly caught before we started running around the island, with Kurt and Reen finding a trial chest, upgrading Reen's Raging Fire order as we continue to look around. I'd assume it's there anyway. I've lost it. I've lost my position. There we are. So there's something there. There's a chest further along. There's something over there as well. You sensed something strong and then I couldn't find it. The lines were too unreal.
We have the advantage.
I can't be dealing with that, but I do need more golden bombs right now. I think Gold Dragon's the right one to go with.
Let's go! Raging Fire Formation! Get back! Now!
I wonder why they did get the
Too slow.
the VAs to
go.
redo literally every line.
Arcus activate. Very well. Hiya! Strike!
An opening!
Only certain enemies become a
My
golden
turn.
bombs, I know. But I can still hope.
Alright, gunning for you!
In my heart of hearts.
Set!
Ooh. I know. Who said you could have Vanish on a turn?
I got your back!
Thank you.
You always do that.
Now.
It sounds like I'm complaining when I'm not.
Arcus activate. Here I go. Hiya!
You're next up.
Yeah.
Ali will take out that big.
I got your back!
Thank you.
My turn.
And job's done.
Set! We're low on time. Let's move.
What does he think he is? Some kind of like Captain America. We're gonna go, guys. Oh. I think I'll leave you.
That enemy is strong. Please be careful.
Yeah. No, I get that. I think I'll leave it on the basis of
I'm prepared to
Don't let up!
the last one took 1 billion years, and that one was the first one we saw. The robot Linnell, yeah. So I'm good. I'm good.
Roar! Gold Dragon Formation!
I'm perfectly fine with not doing that.
Roar!
Mecha Linnell.
Helix Strike!
It's the step above Malice.
Now.
Not got really anything great here. It's
Charging.
100.
Here I go. Strike!
An opening! Alright! I'm cutting in! Yeah. They're down!
We'll see who's gonna take the big hit while we regain our BP.
Ha!
Not Duvalie, that's
Now.
for sure, but she was out of range.
Charging!
Kinda sad, that.
Ha!
Burns not really on the cards. Water would be way more music, would be way more
I
effective
got
right
your
now.
back!
Thank you. Very well. Ha! Now!
An opening!
A few more turns of our critical.
Moving out. Yeah. There!
I'll assist.
Nice. Least
I shall
costing
go.
goodness we can have, basically. That's what we got going here.
Switch. Leave it to me. Take this!
No more bites, thank you.
Let's go. Ha! It's down.
Too slow!
Let's check out the last bits of the island then. So we know that guy's there. I don't know what level he is.
Oh, wow. They don't call you the Swift for nothing.
You did a fair job keeping up yourself.
But I think personally I'm going to wait
train even more.
until I reach the 3rd level. In terms of digits on my level. To at least match the previous scripted we fought. Which is the one we had ages to go for. Because I don't want long fights.
Yeah! I'm prepared to strike.
He says playing Trails.
Yeah. Ah! We'll end this quick!
And realizing pretty much every fight is long.
Let's go. Raging fire formation. Get back. Now.
With my playstyle anyway.
Too slow!
My turn.
Really no good ability to use that.
Eat this.
Very well.
Ooh, you now on a 200 CP. Fortunately, the CP applies before, not after.
Yeah! Here, set, gunner! There!
Yeah, I'm gonna take out that panda. Let the other ones come in to attack Duvalie. Who didn't dodge. 80 delay branches.
Let's go. Shit. Now.
Too slow!
All right.
No deadly finish.
Sit. You messed with the wrong guy.
He's got more than one quote. Right, off we go.
Yeah!
Yeah, we've nearly done the entire loop around the island.
Yeah! Hiya! I won't go easy!
I thought you'd be strong enough to break them from the back. Obviously, I was wrong.
Roar. Gold dragon formation.
Cryptid should come with like
Get back.
6 golden bombs around
Now.
them, so you have like a more
Too
money
slow.
incentive to go. It's my
All
opinion.
right!
Give me all the money.
You can't escape! Fire! Let's get him!
You're wide open.
Big monetary
Take this.
incentive, please.
Moving out. All yours. Leave it to me.
Powerful cryptid should come with ads that can be instantly destroyed. Yeah. That's what they can. That's what bombs are.
Take this.
Instantly destroyable
My
fodder.
duty calls. Hiya!
I'm up.
Yeah, Crescent Flash will be fine, won't it?
Get back.
Actually, I could have probably done
All
just
right.
20.
Nice work.
Saved a bit more CP. Alright, so we have Bryonia Island nearly covered.
Yeah!
That leaves us like the whole Parm area again. Oh, what's up there? Oh, trial chest up on high.
Yeah! I'm prepared to strike.
One big old field study place this was.
Yeah! Ah!
Be on guard. It's strong.
Got a bomb!
Let's go. Raging fire formation. Second form. Down.
Did I kill the golden bomb?
Here I go!
Yes, we did.
You can't escape! Fire! Wide open!
It's mine.
Here I go!
So we figured out it was weak to burn, wasn't it? Well, fail there. Also, did I even hit the guy in the back?
My turn.
Fate.
Strike!
Send Kurt right into the center as he completely wipes out people. Always forget, I think he's got Lone Blade, hasn't he? That's the one. Oh no! It's that guy! I hate that guy!
Strike! Let's go!
Roar! Gold Dragon Formation!
Let's go! Get back!
All right.
You ready to go, are you?
Set. Striker.
Actually, may as well swap you because your health's a bit low. Or you will get low from poison when I've got you that can come out to do a lot more damage. Duvalie the unconscious over there is not doing some good work.
Very well. Yeah. Now.
An opening!
Now.
I think I should just charge up another cavalry edge.
Let's go! Huh. It's down!
I'll assist. Ha!
More crits! This is how Altina heals now.
I'm up! Ha! It's down!
Too slow! My turn. Switch.
Watch and learn.
Get your impede.
Too slow!
Very
No
well.
feint. That's game.
Very well. Yeah. Is that all?
That's probably the last monster we find them on the island as Beowulf finally levels up. CP +5 per enemy killed, which is supposedly wrong. Raises stats when HP is low, small for 4 turns. And now reduce 80 delay after fire arts, delay reduced to 3/4. But only if you main it, which is not what we're doing.
Diligence is its own reward.
That's
Leveling
how it's
up
done.
the unloved course. Duvalie. And Crow level up too. Right, so with this area now checked, we found...
Yeah.
There's fun over there as well. We found our worst nightmare. It's one way to put it. I should probably go back to the hot spring.
I'm prepared to strike.
Have another rest to get my BP before we move on to another area. But there's something up here. The trial chest and more. Actually, I'm going to fight these because I want to have BP full to the brim.
Now's our chance!
Oh, not going to happen, is it?
Alright, gunning for you!
Yeah, not going to happen,
Very
is it?
well. Yeah. Now.
Okay, 4
An
BP.
opening.
My turn. Yeah. Behold, the
I
vendor
just wanted some
style.
quick BP. Before I go to the trial chest.
Yeah. Yeah. Hiya.
Bring it on!
Wow, they really don't want to actually help me out here, do they?
Get back! It's down!
Too slow.
Moving out. Alright, I'm cutting in! They're down! It's mine!
We'll do what we can to get our CP and
You're finished!
BP up. That's 6. I really thought we'd miss.
Very well.
7, not gonna get.
Here I go. Yeah. Now then, let us continue onward.
6 is good enough as old Tina levels up.
Stats updated.
Level 94. So what's at the top of the mountain? What trial chest awaits me? Who is it between? Is it between anyone? Because you got to worry that sometimes you don't have the right personnel to actually do the thing.
This is nice.
Everyone likes being breathed on in a holy fashion, or breathed on. Breathe of the wild, after all. By small Altina. Which is weird, when you put it that way. Ah, yes. This is quite long. It's a thrill.
I'm prepared to strike.
It's a thrill, slowly climbing, snake eater. There we go, we'll run then. Oh, I can even run even faster. And you get like chipmunk snake eater song. Eusis and Machias. I guess I have to make a party with those two in and then remember to come back here. What? Well, I'm not with them at the moment, so that's on my trial chest board now. So I can warp there, most likely. Use an Ash, for example, in St. Grail Labyrinth Sea. I did... What? How? No, I've done that. Yeah. These are the ones in white are the ones I can warp to. Reen and Crow in the Draco Shrine. Eustace and Machias over here. Well, should I fling myself all the way over to the Draco Shrine for now, or not? I guess I want to check it out more organically. Well, that should be this island done. Oh, I missed the thing! No jump there. It's a thrill! Going down the ladder, which is way worse than going up, isn't it? Right, where is this point? Ah, here. I don't feel anything from Bryonia's garden, but it sure is an impressive sight. That might be a good time to take a photo. We'll take it. Been good. I'll send it to Rex when I get a chance. Alright, so remember that there is a cryptid here. I'm assuming that's a cryptid, considering it's massive. And that's all the things we are. We've got a trial chest to walk to at some point in time, but for now, it looks like we're good. So where to next? Sutherland. To Parm. So it's between Parm and Titus Gate that we have quests? Yeah. So just these sections. The rest of it is cut off. So it's actually not that much to explore. To Parm we go. It's time for us to do our actual quests. More quests. More quests for us. I probably should report that as well, you know. Should I send Rex a photo data? Sure.
Hey, how's it hanging?
Which girl do we get next?
Let me take a peek at the goods.
I really just wanted to be like a guy. Just to make a difference.
Whoa, not bad. Here's a little something for your troubles.
Why, thank you. Photo of Aurelia in swimwear. Oh, God. And so if she finds out I got this, will she kill me? Though she seems quite interested in me, to be honest. Yeah, thanks. I don't know if she'd kill me or be okay with it, actually. Let's have a look. Is everyone happy now? Alright, well, let's begin exploring Parm. There's a Vantage Masters game to play in the middle of town. Oh, your hair's all white. You have white hair, but you're not an old man. That's kind of cool. Duvalie's like, what? Not everyone thinks it's cool, but thanks. It's not exactly a happy story behind the colour of my hair. No. The end of the world, you know? That's why my hair's this colour. I've been racing with the other kids every day, and I've gotten really, really fast. You couldn't catch me if you tried. Oh, it's Chris, teacher. Are you here to play with me? Sorry, but not today. But it's good to see you as full of energy as ever. Lots of military deliveries passed by here lately, huh? Be careful when playing on the roads. Don't go out of town on your own, okay? Okay.
I'm up!
Guess we should switch to Reed. Pablo's been gone for days. We used to play together all the time, and everyone else is too busy to play with me. It sucks. I miss my friends. Conscription has started, and citizens have been asked to donate mirror and goods to the war effort. I went to the collection point with several bales of fabric from my store. But they turned me away, saying my fancy fabrics were no good even for bandages. Why did I even bother trying to help? It's a bit mean. Oh, here we go. Can be gifted to Elliot while out travelling together or while back at base. Here we go. It's gifting as well. In the meantime, I have a little more cash again. They call my fine fabrics worthless. Bring gauze, if anything. Don't look at Gift Horse in the mouse. They could have... Mouse. Yeah, don't look at Gift Horse in the mouse. Don't look at Gift Horse in the mouth. They could have found some use for the fabrics after donate, surely. The most fabulous uniforms. Something like that. Just what the game is. Well, I guess this is the sequence now. We're kind of exploring again. Did you come and look for Pablo? You out of luck. He's left town. I lent him some of my tools, but I hope he's not pushing himself too hard. Thank you for being so kind to my students. To mention it, they were more help to me than I was to them. Pablo said he was going to La Mer. Bit like looking for a needle in a haystack, but you might be able to find him there. I can't go there, though. Work was so much easier with Pablo around. My work room's all messed up now that the store's quiet again. Where do you think I actually landed? I guess I'll buy this gingham watch, just because it might make something else later on. I'll equip your Parthenon arm. That was probably a waste of money when you think about it. New material, Parthenon arm, critical rate. Power up a little bit more. What's next? And have you guys been hearing much of the PlayStation fan today, by the way? Or this week, or this session? Considering it's been moved further back now into a little more airy space. I'm hoping, and it's been hoovered, is the thing. I'm hoping you don't, but it still chugs because it's the PlayStation 4. You can't really help that. It did that from birth. It did it from birth. Instructor Ian, I'm so glad you're alright. It's good to see you. We heard what happened. Oh, I could hardly believe my ears. You sure you're alright? You might not think it looking at the new hair colour, but I promise I'm perfectly fine. Louisa, thank you for taking such good care of my students. It was a pleasure having them around. It reminds us of our time with Mint. We're always happy to help a friend in need. Especially when we can put the people we're taking care of to work. They'd be such a wonderful help. It was nothing really, just sorting cells, slips and things like that. You've been very kind to me and Kyrie. Alright, Kyrie's in Parm too. Yes, he showed up just as Pablo was leaving. Anyway, don't you worry about the kids, we'll take care of them. We've had to tighten our belts lately, but they've made our work a bit easier. We're happy to keep helping out. Thank you again for keeping them safe. Jerome and Louisa have been extremely kind to me. Honestly, couldn't ask for more. Sounds like you've really been through the ringer, Teach. So if you need a hand with anything, you just ask. Got two to spare. I can't speak to her. She's stuck. There you go. Kyrie came to help us just as Pablo left. Both he and Tatiana eat so much I can't help but wonder where they're putting it. The ingredients may be scarce, but it's still so much fun to cook for them. It may be. Scarlet Garment. Not as good. Still the older stuff. Imperial Chronicle. Oh, just realised something.
I can handle this. It must be some sort of miracle.
Were you really expecting not to be able to make it? Who is the person that cooks this?
I can handle this.
I keep failing. I can't get the best option.
Must be. Now we're cooking. Huh, it worked.
This does not work out for me at all. It's got to be someone you already got because it's an earlier thing. Oh, I don't have F anymore. That's good.
Now let's begin. A worthy meal
There we
indeed.
go. How many times did I have him cook the dish? 4, 5? I guess that's what I get every so often. Not luck. There we go. I thought, oh, maybe one of the 2 new ones will do it. No. Those noodles? Depends how you cook them. You can make them into a really horrible noodle dish. It's time requisitions surplus for the army. We can still make a living with what's left, of course, but having nothing left to put away just in case weighs heavily on our minds. Another blow to our talented conscriptions. The army's taking the young and able. Start requisitions. Oh, he's saying that again. Okay, cool. Cool. So there's another recipe right there. I keep worrying about getting drafted. I'm not scared of enlistment. I'm worried for my son. He's still so young. He needs to be looked after. He needs his father. Creamy risotto? Ooh. I make chicken mushroom risotto, I do. You tried the recommended dish. Memorize the recipe for creamy risotto. That sounds like a wild horse. I can't imagine anyone but me being able to rein him in. I want to be there for him until he grows up, at least. That you may do. So, another meal to cook right away. Reen? I believe.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
All right, I did it.
He made a noble risotto. Not many options, to be honest.
I got this in the bag. What?
I guess you've got thingy on. Pale plight rice was made. Try
Allow
Laura
me to
next.
prepare something.
She's got prankster on.
This...
Okay. It's either one of
Let's
these
do
guys
this.
or it's Yuna. I'm running out of eggs.
This one's pretty
Hey,
special.
what's Reen? Medicinal blend rice. Restores 5,000 HP, 60 CP, and cures KO as well. There we go, got that marked out quick. Late Lord, hey! Is that you, Ashen Chevalier? Your appearance has become much more dramatic since we last met. That's true. It's good to see you again, though. I have seen Late Lord 2 since the summer festival. Late Lord 2 makes it sound like a boat. Late Lord the 2nd. Let us dispense with the pleasantries and cut right to the chase. I need your help. There have been changes in aquatic ecosystems all across Erebonia with major impacts upon all of the fish. The Imperial Fishing Club has been working with Crosbell's Fishermen's Guilds to investigate. I'm surprised to hear you're working together. Indeed, I asked for their aid with little hope that they would oblige. You can imagine my surprise when they readily agreed. Like the fishing tournament where we used the Fishermen's Guild to save face as a company. I fully intended to use them as a tool. But after seeing their earnest enthusiasm, oh, I don't know, the world is all off kilter. Anyway, I would like you to offer your aid to anyone investigating this concern. Do what you can to be a bridge between the Imperial Fishing Club and the Fishermen's Guild. Alright, I'll help wherever I can. Don't mean to give me anything for it? According to Miss Annabelle, Kenneth is a plan of some sort. If he's dropped out of contact intentionally, I suppose we'll just have to trust that no-good son of mine and wait. If you wish to know more about my son, I suggest you speak to Lady Annabelle on Bryonia Island. It's telling you where she is. Just in case you didn't go. It's too bad you don't give me, like, extra stuff. For giving you it. Considering you're late lord and all. I need double bonus awards. That's the thing, there's actually a reason for them to have less NPCs in every town that you go to now. Not just the fact that, like, the students are all with you, but just conscription. That's a way of lowering your NPC size and your dialogue amounts. I can go this way? What? Oh, okay. I can't go that way. But let's find out exactly why I can't go that way.
All right, let's go.
Time to ride.
Is that a new enemy?
Whoa.
I take it you haven't seen one yet. That's a Gargantua class warship. I suspect that's the Imperial Air Force's 2nd Regiment on its southeastern patrol route.
Thanks for the information. I learned a lot today. Alright, so there's got to be something blocking me off there. You're a normal pump. Shh. Get out. I'm glad for the horses now. There we go. The Imperial Defense Force, just so they branched off from the rest of the troops. Let's not push them any closer. So that's the thing stopping us from going further in. But we can at least go up to there. And we got a kind of a pseudo event by going there. So that's not too bad. I wasn't expecting anything and I got something. So I was quite pleased to see they programmed something in for the curious. Anton! New recruits first assemble at the conscription office. That's where they're told which division they'll be with. Regardless of where they're sent to Pride, I pray that they return safely. It is Anton, right? No other NPC that looks like Anton, it could be. The men go to war and we women are left waiting for them back home with our children. It makes you feel powerless. All we can do is pray for our loved ones' safety. Anton! Oh, I'm so worried something bad might have happened to her. I wish I could just speak to her, hear her voice again. Isn't that the man we ran into at Titus Gate in Michelin? Wow, I haven't seen you guys in a while. What are you doing here? And who's your new white-haired friend? Man, you look so familiar, but I just can't quite put my finger on it. Wow, Ring, your most successful disguise yet. Yeah, I thought we must have met somewhere along the line. Ah, when you were in Trista a year and a half ago. You were looking for love, and I was one of the 4 students who tried to help you find it. Oh yeah, now I remember you. There's the whole thing where you got them together with Sharon, kinda. That kind of threw me off, but it's good to see you again. Instructor, is he a friend of yours? Now I'm curious about how you helped him find love. Well, that's a long story. But wait, don't you live in the Bull? Why would you come back to the Empire now of all times? That's a long story too. Anton explained to Reen and the others what brought him to Erebonia. I can't say I'm too surprised knowing you. But about this woman you've been exchanging letters with for the past year and a half. So he has continued to exchange letters with her. Yeah, she used to work at your dorm. My dear, sweet Sharon. I knew you were searching for someone, but this is not the someone I expected. Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag now. Not that it matters these days. She sent me a letter telling me to forget all about her. Then she cut off communication completely. It sounds like Sharon's interested. So instead of letting things go, you came here to look for her? Exactly. Oh, Sharon, where could you have gone? Given that we face Sharon as an enemy in Crossbell, I can't imagine his dream reunion will become a reality. Me neither, but I didn't have it in me to break his heart like that. I think he'd have a stroke at the sight of it, to be honest. He'd be like, what the? Things are tense in the Empire right now. You need to be careful on your journey. Still, I hope you'll be able to see her again. You and me both. Wish me luck. Oh, by the way, I stumbled onto something interesting during my search for Sharon. It's a game called Vantage Masters, but you need an opponent to play. I've got a deck of my own, but nobody to challenge. Would you be down for a game? Sure, I'll take you on. Not exactly a game you can play by yourself, after all. Come on then, Anton. Why not? Let's see what you've got. Let's see what I've got. I think my deck is fine. I probably should add some more powerful cards, to be honest.
Let's get started.
You can go first, Anton. I don't mind. Not a terrible selection. You got the block first, did you? You can move after attacking. Well, I've got all the power on cells I need. This card can act twice. I need to get rid of the defensive unit there. A Fairy in the back. Power on cell up front. I can actually go with 2 power on cells. I have basically no cards now, but... And if he plays a neutral card, I'm kind of screwed, aren't I? It's the Gia Bro! Gia Bro. Kyria Bell can act straight away, 5 damage, that's perfect. 6-0. Wow, what a card to get at that moment. What a card to get at that moment. Should we go for one again? Maybe he's got a cool spell card. You just don't know. Kyrian Bell, baby! Drew another card. He's got loads of cards to play, though. Oh, another one? How am I drawing these cards at these times? It's kind of unreal. I always seem to draw the right element to just do mass damage. Heart on the cards. Yeah, it's with me. If this were like a speedrun of some kind of card game or something, someone would think I modified the code. People do that. It's really sad. I'm pretty sure the Gwent boss can not kill it. Oh, that's a shame. I mean, we could just kill the guy after this. No matter what. It's kind of over, isn't it? Yeah.
I never even stood a chance.
Sorry, Anton. We got some Gia-bro. I'll just come back from searching crossbow top to bottom. No trace of Sharon there either. Still, it took the time to stop by the church, just so I could pray that if Sharon's going through something, Helios will offer her a little peace of mind. Sharon, wherever you are, I hope you're well. It's not even weird. Sharon might have seen you. Considering the area. Make it 39-1 now for Vantage Masters. What's up, Kyrie? If it isn't Instructor Reen! I was so relieved to hear you return safely. Sorry I made you worried, Kyrie. Oh, don't apologize. I'm really happy now that I know you're alright. The white hair looks very cool on you. Yeah, thanks. You've left St. Ark for good, Kyrie. Yes, I had no choice with the increased IDF presence in the city. Jerome let me and Tatiana stay at this place for a while. I was trying to think of what I could do to help out during all of this. When I heard that the church had difficulty obtaining supplies, I volunteered to gather herbs and help make medicine. That's very noble. This is the least I could do. In fact, I regret not being of more use to Mr. Galat too. Ah, he had that request, didn't he? It's okay, Kyrie. There are limits to what you can do on your own. Well, Mr. Galat, you focus on your own work. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you. We've had a lot of traffic coming through town these days, and they're not just the military's transport trucks for requisitioned goods. I know military police wave them through, though, so I suppose they're all authorized. Same dialogue. Seeing you doing so well has made me feel a little bit braver, Instructor Reen. I'll keep doing my best to help as many people as possible. Good old Kyrie. Truly, I'm indebted to Kyrie. He's been gathering up medicinal herbs we're running low on, even if it means he has to search on foot. It has been very helpful. I must take care to keep our medicine cabinets fully stocked, just in case things take a turn for the worse. Be careful when venturing outside the town. No problem. I'll be fine. Just think of all these times I've been wandering around Erebonia, the power level where Reen started, and now what he is. Things happened! Lots of things happened since then. My husband's really thrown himself into his work. Maybe I'll cook his favourite meal for dinner tonight. It'll be a good break for him. We had a pasta bake today. It was lovely. Haven't had one in a while. Damn it. Everything's going out of stock these days. Can't even buy dye ingredients when I need them. That's not going to stop me. Being able to continue working like this is a blessing. You bet I'm not going to take it lightly. My ingredients are hard to come by, but I ain't giving up. If I had to pay a premium price, so be it. I guess the sellers are hard pressed for money too. Yep. The whole supply chain's fevered. I'm about to experience that a little bit. Alright. Just the training hall and the place where we have our not main quest or semi-required quest. Someone from Heimdall or myself, being stationed here in the boonies is unbearable. No entertainment whatsoever. Man, this is boring. You want something? I may be a new recruit, but don't think you can pull any shenanigans on me. Get up already, we're not supposed to let anyone through. Oh. The training hall is, of course, being used as a military storehouse. I don't think they want us going in there. There used to be a guard in the capital. They ordered me to come all the way here just to guard this storehouse. Orders are orders, though. What's in there? The situation in Heimdall is pretty volatile right now, too. This new recruit just doesn't understand that. That lady's doing a big loop. Right, let's find out what our first quest is. Master Galart looks after everyone in town. I don't know how he can manage. Whenever I offer to help, he just tells me to focus on my work. If he's going to be like this, then I guess the only way I can help is by becoming an exceptional artisan. He owes it to him to become at least an exceptional artisan, does he? Right then, Master Galart. What's the quest? How are you four students, Kurt? Very well, thank you. I haven't seen you in a while, Mr. Galart. Are you well? I'm not too bad, thank you for coming all this way. Your students have told me that you've been through a lot. I've certainly experienced some setbacks, but I assure you I'm completely fine, even if I do look different now. Instructor Reen has been very lucky indeed, escaping unharmed. We are watching over him to make sure he does not find himself in trouble again. Yeah, it's totally Instructor Reen's fault that we're doing this. That's right, we're all taking turns keeping an eye on him. Please don't worry. Come on, you guys. So you've got a bunch of students watching you like hawks so you don't get yourself hurt. Jokes aside, I'm glad you surround yourself with such sincere friends. It's been ages since I had a good laugh. Oh man, I'm feeling more embarrassed by the minute. Anyway, a lot's happened in Parm, hasn't it? You mentioned there was something you wanted our help with. Alright, I'd nearly forgotten about that. You see, something suspicious has been going on in Parm lately. We've had to comply with military requisitions a few times, which of course is understandable. But besides that, we've also been called upon to donate for a subsidy fund. Yes, you mentioned that in the letter. It's a charity fund for struggling families of conscripts, right? Yes, that's right. It's mostly for the area around the capital. If the only worker in a household is drafted, the family's income disappears, right? There are remunerations from the military, but it isn't a lot. Additionally, it isn't delivered immediately. Here in the countryside, we help each other out, sharing our homegrown crops and such, but city people can't do about Mira. So this fund has been established to help them make ends meet, pay their rents, feed their children. I see. So it's a social security program funded by charitable donations. Yes, exactly. We're not rich by any definition, but if those city families are to starve without our help, then of course we donate what we can. Then one day I was talking to my friend from the capital. Even though this was such a high-profile program, he'd apparently never heard of it. What? Maybe you just didn't hear about it somehow. It's possible. Heimdall is a big place, so maybe the subsidy program hadn't been publicized where he lived yet. But it still set off alarms in my mind. There's no hurry, but if you could look into this for me, it would put my mind at ease. Instructor Reen, it does seem fishy. Let's investigate. I think you may be onto something. We'll ask around and find out what's going on. Thank you. It'll help a lot. Everyone in town is aware of the subsidy program. I don't want to unsettle anyone by asking questions, so if you could do that for me? Sure, no problem. Let's begin our investigation. What's a cache? That's one of our semi-required quests then, so it's not a green quest, it's a red quest. You lied! Pink Death is our green quest. It's on the Parm Byroad. Should we mop that up first? Parm Byroad is to the left. Do the most optional of optional quests first. then do the more story-based, semi-required weird things. Where is this? Oh, it's further up. But we got fast travel now, and I'm guessing all these monsters are still the low-level monsters that they were. We can find out exactly what level they are by whacking them twice in the face. Ready? That's a way to get some Sephiroth mass without doing too much. Yeah, run away! Come here! 7 Sephiroth mass. The terror of the highways we are. Ah! Run away! What are they gonna do to me? Sleep me? Sheep me? Confuse me? They are truly a menace. I have no clue what they're going to try to do to me. I think I might put Yuna in instead of Duvalie, because she's got a good AoE, but we might actually switch that out.
It's powerful. We must take care.
Look at the pink menace! I'm scared of creep sheepy. I'm very scared of them. There was one time where I was fighting them and they turned into Voltron. Oh, we can't even hit them like that. Look at them. Look at their weird faces. Look at that one.
A powerful enemy. Exercise caution.
Right, there's a pack and there's some small ones.
It's my turn!
So you debuff as well as other things. Okay.
Roar! Gold Dragon Formation! I'm up!
There's one in the back as well that I can only hit with Crescent Slash. Creeping Squad.
Get back!
I just realised I really need to set up Green with some corpse that might have status effects on them.
I shall go.
Debuffing me as a first. Creeping Squad and Creeping Sheep. I should scan a Creeping Sheep first before I go to work on anyone else, really.
Search mode activate. Detailed
An
information.
eerie sheep-like
obtained.
monster pursuing happiness at any cost. A surprisingly agile threat with its strong martial art moves. Who taught them? Super taunt. Super dead.
Take this!
The strength up buff. Oh my goodness, they're all dying. I'm so glad I scanned the creeping.
I shall go. Charging.
All right!
They're all gonna die now, you know. It is their fate.
Too slow! They're down!
I'll assist.
You're finished!
Well, that's all the baby sheep.
All right.
Oh, I cast thingy on him instead of scan. Whoops. Let's battle scope them then. Start attacking them because they're all sheep. Creeping sheep unite to form a strike team. However, they're an unruly bunch with spotty cooperation skills. Take this, Hiya. You missed
this.
everyone and then just got killed.
Ow.
Oh my god, I'm so glad I
They're
scanned.
mine.
They died in no time.
This is the end!
More hostiles.
Ah!
I'm up!
But wait, there's more.
Get back! Now!
They're mine.
My turn.
Much, much more.
Roar! Gold Dragon Formation!
That's just to keep my shining up.
All right!
Yeah.
How do you like this? Awaken! There!
No instant kills by the look of it.
this!
There's one. Go to sleep, cry the creepy sheeps. Ow!
Don't give up!
Thanks.
Useless. Now,
You're wide open.
I shall go. Charging!
It's my turn! Roar! Healing strike! Now!
There's another one taken care of.
All right!
And another one does, and another one does. Another one bites the dust, yeah. Yeah, there's gonna be more, I know.
More flunkies, eh?
Oh, God.
Bring it on.
It's my turn!
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Heed my call. Valimar, the Ashen Knight! Shit! Hey-ya! This is the end!
They didn't do anything! It's fine, they can't actually get round. Okay, they did.
Sucker.
Don't give up!
Thanks.
Reed's hanging on.
Here I go!
But can he last for long enough? I believe in you, Reen. I believe they can't get round.
My
Yes,
turn.
they can't. Okay, how do we move on from this? I didn't even do much damage.
Showtime.
Yeah, that does more. 18k crit
I'll assist.
to the guy in the back.
Yeah!
Right, everyone has the dodge
I shall
chance. Rena's die. Unless I make sure Reen not die.
I'll support. Arthur,
Thanks.
heal.
Thanks!
It's my turn!
It is your turn.
Roar! Healing strike!
But I still worry.
It's down!
Oh, I didn't even assist! Oh, here they come! Here they come! We can get him! It's too far away! It's too far away, he can't hear anyone!
Take this!
Okay, one group's down. We just got that one too.
All right!
Right, the amount of creepy sheeple are they're running out. That's all we need to know.
Smash! Let's get him!
An opening!
All right.
I do need to kill that group, but
Yeah.
I shall go.
resisting the stat down's pretty tasty.
Yeah.
It's my turn!
Alright, just you left, mister.
Roar!
For now.
Healing strike! Now!
They're mine!
This is the end!
What's next?
More hostiles.
Let's go! Roar! Gold Dragon Formation! It's my turn!
I think that definitely had to be enough, right? No.
Second form, get him! Now!
They're mine!
Yes, he's already very strong. No! They can confuse.
Moving out.
They just have to find the right target. Oh, God! I knew they'd do something like sleep, confuse, etc. And of course, that's the green.
I'll save you.
Thanks.
Now.
You say now. I gotta admit, I don't really know what that means. In the scheme of things. How am I supposed to beat all these guys?
Activate Ragnarok. Destroy. Now.
I mean, if I did first, I could probably wipe the load of them.
Here I go.
I think I should actually cast another Shining.
All right. Showtime! They're down!
This is actually kind of insane.
Take this! It's down!
They're mine.
I'll save you.
We're managing basically because of Shining.
Let's go! Second form, damn! Now!
They're mine.
Gale helps too. Oh my goodness! Okay, here comes the mega attack. Who's it going to be on? Green! Green's dead.
Sorry, everyone.
Killed by sheep.
Here I go.
He was killed by the sheep of Creep.
You got this.
Leave it to me.
Oh shoot, you had it before. I must have taken it off.
Yeah! Thanks.
It's fine, Reen's got more strength.
I shall go.
Roar! Gold Dragon
There's
Formation!
Insight again.
My turn.
There's the heal.
I'll support. Arctic
Thanks.
heal.
And some CP for Reen.
Moving out.
Stop him!
Too slow. They're down.
I'll assist.
You're finished.
You can't guess. I was expecting this quest to be a
Very
nice
well.
and quick one.
Yeah!
It's down.
It was not.
An opening!
Good teamwork out there, Kurt. I'm always glad to be of assistance, Instructor.
Creepy sheep! 1,000,000,5.6 tactical bonus. How much experience is this going to be? I was about to say we're going to level up.
All right, got it.
Stats updated.
98, 96,
That's how it's done.
97. I don't know if we got
Yeah,
multiple
I did
levels
it.
or not.
I
But it
must
looks
train
like it.
even more.
Diligence is its own reward.
Well, I'll take this experience. The pink death is complete. 5,000 mirror and 1 bonding point. Why do I get a bonding point for doing a quest? Do I get more for doing quests?
Ha! Ha!
Did I get bonding point for doing quests
Shit!
before? I think I must have in CS3, right?
Ha! Ha!
Oh, so Duvalie or Musée? I'm guessing it's Duvalie then. Well, that's nice. Bonding point
Shit!
for an extra thing. Is not too bad. I want to get Reen and all that to survive now. So let's get out of here. And I'm guessing that quest was automatically handed in. I guess let's go back up to the Merkaba and talk to someone. Duvalie? Do you reckon Duvalie? More bonding points. Maybe I can earn another one. That'd be great. I don't remember being able to get more bonding points for. That's why I'm like second guessing myself on that. I'm like, I'll take it.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Blooming sheep. After the creepy sheep, you have to return to the hot spring, which is the scene of where they want to attack you. Yikes. Well, we won through and gained a lot of experience for it, so I'm good with that. And the only other place we have to really go is Titus Gate at this point in time. Let's go up to the mech beer. To the lounge. It would be nice if they let you get enough to do all the bonding events, but I don't think that's the way things work. Did it actually say in the quest reward itself that it was going to give that? To be honest, it's already given me the money after all, hasn't it?
Here to make a report? Please proceed.
Free there. How much are we on? So we're not far from
Great
A7.
work, everyone. Best of luck on your next endeavors.
Thank you very much. Right, Duvalie, I think it's going to have to be you because you're new. And Muse will try to pull me into that room on alone. It's not a good look. I'm going to teach your pupils an extra thing or two. Send them to me for training. It'll be just as much a boon for me as it will for them. Duvalie, huh? Even I'd have plenty to gain from that. Yes, let's go. Why don't we try it out right now then? If that's alright with you, I mean. I'm sure you could use a warm-up after that row for you. Besides, it might not be a bad idea to test out your lesson plan. Very well. Let's go down to the surface then. A room as small as this is no place to spar. Reen and Duvalie travelled to the outskirts of Parm. We were just there. After finding a large enough area, they began training. Ha! I think Reen would have been bisected. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, that's some speed. No wonder they call you Duvalie the Swift. It's not an epithet I take lightly. I'm just getting started. Try to keep up. Otherwise, you might die here. Duvalie? I told you, didn't I? You and I, we are not friends. My cooperation with you is just a means to an end. If you stop being useful, I won't hesitate to get rid of you. Reen Schwarzer, I stand before you not as an ally, but as a stalwart of the society. You have no need to hold back as you would against a friend or a student. Show me your true power. Duvalie. Alright, I'm going all out. Duvalie's training session now began in earnest. Throughout the battle, Reen was able to control his ogre power. Slowly but surely, he started to adjust to Duvalie's speed. She's so fast. Now don't get distracted by the clones, there's still only one of her. Keep it together, Reen. The place you need to strike is... there! Duvalie, are you okay? A single attack won't put me out of action. You deserve praise for enduring that last blow, though. It seems you were not without hope after all. We'll see if you can replicate this performance in the future, though. Thanks, Duvalie. It's been a while since I was able to fight this seriously. Don't tell me you used to train like this every day. Well, there was never any shortage of strong sparring opponents at the Society. Inez and Ea, Lord Erebonia, even the Blade Lord himself. The Blade Lord? I've heard a lot about him. Dida and Agate seem to know him. He was Ouroboros' Enforcer number 2 and a survivor of Hamel, right? Oh, and according to what Randy told me, he's even a match for the great Duvalie the Swift in battle. Yes, I may have told the SSS something like that. In truth though, my skills don't even begin to compare with his. The sense of conviction, no, the sense of carnage in every swing of his sword was like nothing I've ever seen before. Carnage. Justice without the power to execute it is no justice at all. He and the Steel Maiden may follow different schools, but they agreed on this point. In the end, I'm no more than a mere child who has been allowed to live in their world. I was born into a minor noble family on the outskirts of the continent, but I lost everyone I loved in a bandit attack. Lord Enroad found me and took me in. Any kind of strength I may have achieved, I owe entirely to her. Duvalie, I had no idea. Thank you for telling me about that. Now more than ever, I know the path we need to take. We may not consider us friends, but we're not enemies anymore either. At the very least, we share a common goal. So I'll do everything in my power to help you achieve it. Whatever happens, just try to remember that you don't have to shoulder this burden all alone. Right. She's weak to this kind of attack. Coming from you, that's hardly encouraging. But I have to admit, I'm not likely to find my lord by myself. I'll be counting you to do your part, Schwarzer. Sure, anytime. After taking a break, Reen and Duvalie returned to the Merkaba. And our bond with Duvalie has strengthened. Oh, it's not very high, as you can tell. Increased it too. We're working on it.